Hello, my loves. Welcome back to part two. Hopefully, you enjoyed part one. We're going to just jump right in and continue on this very important topic and discussion. Enjoy.
And I'm in control of these boundaries.
Right,
It's a privilege to be in my presence. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Because every time you talk to me, anytime we're together, you're taking from me. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You're taking from me. So it's a privilege.
Yeah.
And maybe now that you're not here, I still have it's full right here in this little pocket. So now somebody else that I choose to be here can either take from that or help it grow. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
take back that control, and forgiveness is part of that control. You know, takes a
I
lot
think
to.
it's I think it can definitely be difficult because I know with, the situation that Steph has, it's also knowing and accepting the fact and realizing that the other person may never be able to admit faults, may never be able to admit what they did and lie about it and be in denial. And you still have to choose to forgive what you know to be the truth, even though they want to argue and try to tell you that you're not
Right.
being truthful.
That's
So
where that control
that's a
comes.
lot. Yeah.
That's that control, though. You can't control how they feel about things. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
can't control people at all. Although we want to, but we can't. You know what I'm saying? So the
Mhm.
only one person that you can control is yourself. And once you start the thought process of forgiveness, doesn't matter what you've seen, what you've heard. This is what I've experienced. This is my perspective. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're never gonna see your perspective.
Right.
It's you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's difficult. It's very difficult, especially if you love this person and you care about this person, and this person has essentially hurt you to a point where
Oh, I know.
you don't see yourself coming back from this, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then having those balls to say I forgive you and really mean
No.
it and put a smile on your face in front of the person who hurt you to the core.
Oh,
That's
I do that.
power. That's power. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yep.
forgiven you. You can't hurt me. That situation
No.
does not bother me. It's just like, hell no, not happening.
Listen, I am living in the house with someone who I'm working on forgiving. And I don't forgive him because I don't trust him and I don't trust that he won't do it again. So, my problem is I need to work on being happy. I need to work on healing myself. Nobody else can heal me. I have to do it for myself. So yeah, I walk around and I have little jokes and conversations. I'm cordial like we're still married even though we're separated. You're still the father of my child. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And me having to come to that realization and say that to him is like, I can't possibly be in love with you. I don't trust you. You hurt me, and I don't forgive you. So until I'm able to grow and move past that, yeah, I'm gonna be cordial. I'm gonna smile because I don't hate you. I don't wish harm on you. I hate what you did. I hate
Right.
your actions, and I hate that it had to come to this. But I don't hate you as a person. I can't say that because there's a lot of history there. But I absolutely do not forgive you. Hell no, and I tell him that he know that. Mm-mm, nope.
Yeah.
And I don't. Right now, it's been a while. Like we've been in this situation a year and a half, I think. And I still am nowhere closer to forgiving him because I've given him little tests of, okay, I told him we're working on trust. I gave you this test to try to show me that you're changing, like you said, and you lied right to my face. And I knew the answer. If I ask you a specific question, I know the answer. Don't try to lie to me. I am like Miss CSI over here. Yeah, CSI. I said it right.
Yep.
I second guess myself. So I know if I'm asking you something very specific, I know the answer. Don't lie to me, but you chose to lie, and
You know
that
what?
just your knee jerk reaction shows me why I can't trust you and why I haven't been able to forgive you.
You want to one thing that we talked about on the stream is true second chances, right? What is a
I
second
know,
chance?
baby. He way past that.
Right.
He's
Right.
second,
But you know
third, fourth,
what?
fifth.
11th.
Girl,
Exactly. But as far as just
girl.
that first, that that true second chance, true second
Yeah.
chance is you not changing the things that you do for them, how you feel about them. That's
Hmm.
a true second chance, and
Oh, he
allowing
had
them to
that.
fix it. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm
He
not, I'm
had
not
that
trying to say anything because
second
baby,
time,
we know you made up your mind.
third
Right?
time. He had that a fourth time. I think maybe a fifth time. He had the second true second chance a lot of times.
And
He
that's
fucked it
a
up.
lot. That's a lot. But that's where those
Yeah.
boundaries are created. You know what I'm saying? That's where those
Well,
boundaries are
now I got
created.
boundaries, but before, like I'm a lover. Like I always want to fix things. I will take blame on myself for everything, and I'll be like, "What did I do wrong? I must have did something wrong to make you
Yeah.
act this way, to make you do that. Like, let me fix it. I'm sorry." And I literally was doing that, but I had to learn that me doing that also taught him that it was okay to continue to treat me the way that he was, and it's a vicious cycle. So I had to take blame on myself as well and say, you know what? I have to forgive myself for allowing him to continue on and continue to act the way he's acting. But I don't forgive him yet. Mm-mm.
Forgive yourself for downplaying who the fuck you are because you
Yeah.
are so much better than that, and he's gonna treat you from now on like you're someone because you created those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta forgive yourself for allowing somebody to play you. Because I wish somebody
Yeah.
would play me like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my self worth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you can't see it, I don't give a damn if you don't see it. But I see it. So try me. Okay, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? And that's nope, not today. No ham, no ma'am, no turkey. We don't want it. Mm-mm. Nope.
I've had a lot of growth. I just haven't grown and forgiven others yet.
You
And
may
I've
maybe
had
I'll
a
soon
be
lot of
though.
growth.
75. Maybe I'll be 75 and start forgiving.
There's no time frame on it.
It's not
True.
at all. At all. And it's at your own pace. So, baby, if you 99 walking around here and saying, Leroy James, I finally forgive you, and that's the last day on earth, you
Hmm.
chose
Yep.
your time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But imagine that time, the time that it takes to actually forgive, and you're missing out on things within life because you have not chosen to forgive this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I miss out on a lot when I
Yeah.
decided not to forgive my dad. A whole bunch. I'm 20 years old trying to figure out why the fuck this little kid in me is taking over. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Hmm.
hurt. I'm frustrated. I'm everything, and I'm damn near 30 and I'm figuring out you have not forgiven this person for what they've done to you. And this little girl is acting the fuck up on the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
She is acting up. She wants attention. She's trying to tell you something, but she doesn't know how because she has
Right.
not found her voice and don't know it. You know what I'm saying? So forgiving and just letting it out. Like I said, keeping a journal. That's one of the biggest things as an adult that I've ever done, written down how I feel, or you can use your phone. Sometimes I use my phone and be like, "Hey Siri, type a note," and I'll be going off. You know what I'm saying? Saying everything that I feel at that moment, and then later on I read it, and I'm like, "Well, damn, Dimples, I'm a whole lot more educated." But I get it. I talk to myself. I talk through it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just teaching myself. There's power in words, and there's power in the things that you say to yourself, and what you say to yourself, you're gonna start acting like that. So if you treat yourself like an ass, you're gonna start acting like one. You know what I'm saying? But if you go out there and you are intentional with forgiveness, and you're intentional with saying the things to be able to communicate to your significant other or whoever hurt you, that's growth. Because baby,
Yeah.
I'm every curse word in every curse word I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't receive it that way. They shut down immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even when I'm just talking like regular, but curse words, my vocabulary. You know,
That's just a language. It's a
you
love language.
somebody don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about communication. You know what I'm saying? Writing a journal, the things that you know could be hurtful, write it in your journal, and then read
Yeah.
it to yourself, and
Hmm.
then think about what the hell you just wrote on that paper. Maybe Rob should not read this shit today. Throw it away. But you got it out. You got it out because you're not gonna always be
Yeah.
able to trust friends or people that you have allowed into your circle to truly
Right.
understand and feel what's going on that paper. You know what I'm saying? You may have like a real hate in your body for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you, because it, come on now, we felt what it how it just takes over when you truly don't
Yep.
like a person. You know what I'm saying? And it spills out. The moment you open your
Mm-hmm.
mouth, it's just spilling out. You know what I'm saying? But think about if you wrote it on the paper and read it to yourself and be like, well, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was about to say this.
I
Woo.
have, and I still felt the same way.
Look,
You
see, oh,
deserved
love.
every single word on that paper
Yeah,
and more. I think I was being a little too nice in that journal that
look,
day.
I forgot a couple words today, but what I was trying to
Sure
say was,
did. Sure did. You get
but
to the
not,
point where even that person breathing or chewing, like, why are you chewing so loud? Can you breathe a little bit quieter, please?
mm-hmm,
Because you really irking me.
yeah,
Like I said that to him today. I said, why you gotta chew so loud? It was
Uh,
just the worst. I'm
she's
telling
having
you.
flashbacks. It ain't even him chewing. It's the shit that you did to me. You
right,
know?
right.
But it's, look,
It was definitely his chewing. His presence was just way too loud. Like I just needed a quiet moment, and here you are enjoying your food in my quiet
How
moment.
dare
Like now,
you?
now you're making me mad.
how dare you eat that damn mouth?
Right,
What you trying
exactly.
to think over here? How
You
dare you?
quieter. I've noticed that like when I'm like upset with someone or they've upset me, angered me, hurt me, like when I get riled up or I'm overstressed or I'm thinking of something as to why I'm in my feelings or I get irritated, like any little thing that that person does, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're making me angry,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
real angry, and I say it.
We know,
Your
we know.
breathing is pissing me off. Can you stop breathing for a few mines?
A few minutes.
God, though, I can't do that. Like, we got to think of something else.
Yeah.
I need that.
Just hold your breath as long as you can. Just give me a moment. Let me calm down.
But I feel like control too. Do you like others having control over you? That's forgiveness. You know,
Oh,
truly being able
you
to
know.
not forgive
What's
them. They have they have that control over you. You know what I'm saying?
real?
And if you allow them to have that control over
Yeah.
you, that's not growth. That's not trying to be that better person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like for me, it's definitely like a defense mechanism. Like if I'm angry at you, you are not going to be able to hurt me again. And that's just
Yeah.
that because I keep that wall up. You're not coming back in. And I've forgiven him in the past, and he's hurt me again. So now I'm just like, wow, you ain't getting that. You going to have to sit over there for a while,
Yeah,
a
and you have that
while.
choice. You have that decision because that's your life. You choose peace, and if that person's not bringing it, then I mean, they
Right.
have to leave, even if they are
Mhm.
someone who you never thought you would live your life without. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't give a
And
damn.
forgiving
You
him
gotta
doesn't
go.
forgiving him doesn't mean that you have to get back together with him either.
Period, sis.
No, I
Period.
know that. I
So
know that.
it's
But
more
also,
for
he don't
your peace.
deserve my forgiveness. Mm-mm. No.
At your own
But Steph,
time,
let
though.
me. I know, right? Steph, let me
Mhm.
ask you this: have you read your letter like back to yourself over and over again? Because I feel like for me, I would like keep rereading it and reliving it, and then I probably get angry.
The first few days I read it back every day, and then it's been spaced out a little bit more since then. But no, I don't get angry with
So
it. I'm at peace with
what's
it.
your plan? Are you gonna? What's your plan? Are you gonna like throw it away? Because I know you say you probably never give it to her, but are you gonna keep it for yourself,
I'm keeping it for
or are you
now.
gonna eventually throw it away?
I don't know. I'm keeping it for
You
now.
don't know.
Yeah. Because I look at it every now
Because
and
I know
then.
like a lot of people write it and then they burn it and they're like, it's done, it's over, it's dead in the trash, can't take it back. Um, I know a lot of people do that, but that's why I was just curious. Because, I ain't never written a forgiveness letter, clearly. So just,
Let me ask
maybe
you a
one
question.
day.
Have you ever thought about doing that for your situation currently?
No. I mean, maybe one day
Can
I will.
I
But
challenge you
I
to do
have to
that?
forgive him. What? Write a letter now?
Yeah, but it's remember, forgiveness is not for them.
You don't have
Right.
to
Forgiveness
show
I
is
him. You
know.
not.
don't have to tell
It's
him.
Right,
None of that.
exactly.
It's just practicing for when you do.
Hmm. And it's
I
not for
challenge you.
him. Don't think of it as for, like she said, it's not for him, it's for you.
Yeah.
You're not doing
No,
him
I
a
know
favor by
that.
doing this. You're doing yourself a favor by doing this.
I feel like in the letter though, literally I'm just gonna be attacking. I forgive you for being stupid and doing what you did. And that's not
It's part of the
that ain't
process.
It's
good.
part of the
It's
process.
specific. Yeah.
I mean,
And
the
every
letter,
time you do it, it's gonna
right,
get better.
25 pages if that's what you need to get it out. Or it can be 2 pages with F you, I forgive you, all written all over it 100 times. It's your letter. It's your story. It's your piece.
Absolutely. And write it as many times as you need to. And
Hmm.
change the words, change
Yep.
how you word it. The more elaborate, I guess you can say, the more detail to it. You hurt me because of, you made me feel this way because you did this to me. You know what I'm saying? But I forgive you for that. You hurt me when, it's steps to it. You know what I'm saying? But it's your process. It's your
Hmm.
story.
Yeah.
It's your forgiveness. It's your hurt. It's your pain. Which one are you gonna choose? Are you gonna have that forgiveness to where your child can see that forgiveness is actually good and there's no tension, even though you may not, you say that there may not be any tension or anything like that, but our kids feel it.
It
Our kids
definitely
see it.
is.
Yeah.
There's definitely tension because I'm petty.
Yeah.
I'm petty. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that I feel like um earlier on when it had first like unraveled, there was a lot more tension. Like it was like walking on eggshells. Like we couldn't even sit in the same room. Now I'm able to sit in the same room with him all day. Like we both work remotely. I can sit in the same room with him and not picture murdering him. Like that to me is growth.
Until he
So I
starts to
mean maybe
until he chews.
that was today. Okay. And he was also irking me because he was cooking and he kept setting off the fire alarm. And I'm like, yo, what's the problem? Can you not cook? Like,
Girl,
so
I
I
do
think
think
that
this
just
letter.
irked me.
I think this letter might be good for you. I think you
Yeah,
need to get some stuff off
absolutely.
your chest. Again, it doesn't mean you're forgiving. It's not for him. Get it out.
I know it's not, but I also, for me, like, I mean, I might be able to write some things down. I won't necessarily write "I forgive you" because I'm not in that space.
Yeah.
I don't even for myself. I'm not ready to say, "Oh, I forgive you for that," because I've forgiven these things and it's gotten worse.
Right.
So in my mind, I'm like, as soon as I forgive that and I let down my wall, what you gonna do next?
Yeah.
So that's for me. It's like my defense mechanism. It's ever since I was a kid. That's what I've done. So it's just for me. It's repetitive and it's continuous. And I'm not ready to say I forgive you for those things. Like I'm ready. I've told you everything that you did that pissed me off. You know everything that you did that pissed me off. And now everybody else does because before I used to sit silent in it. And now I'm like, nah, I'm voicing it.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna know because I'm not going to sit in silence and internalize it and take it on myself. And that's where I had to forgive myself for doing that for so long. And then being able to say, you know what, as embarrassing as this is and as stupid as I feel, here's what's going on. So I had to at least forgive myself for that part of it, but I'm not ready to be like, you know what, I forgive you for being stupid and doing what you did. I'm not ready to do that even for myself. I'm not ready to forgive him, and that's big. Like I just, and I know at some point I'm gonna have to because we need to coexist for Sky, but at this point I'm just not. Mm-mm.
Have you ever thought about doing like affirmations? Like waking up and just telling yourself all these good things, you know what I'm saying? Um, just to start. You know what I'm saying? Just to start, and then you'll actually be able to forgive yourself for putting yourself through those things too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you continue to allow them to do those things, you've made the choice to say that this is okay. I've
Right,
forgiven you this first time, but continuing on and continue on. You have to forgive yourself for those things too, and say, although I allowed you to do these things before, I can't do that anymore. So I'm forgiving
right,
myself for allowing myself to allow you to do these
right.
things to me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about growth at the end of the day. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Knowing where you fucked up at is where it starts. You know what I'm saying? Because
right,
what someone does to you, is only what you allow. And that's that
Right.
forgiveness. And that's what I mean when I say forgiveness for yourself. I can give less
I've
than two
done
damns,
that.
Yeah.
I've definitely
Anybody
done
else?
that. Like I've forgiven myself for allowing it. And like I said, that's where it
Yeah.
took I had to take accountability. I had to say, you know
Right.
what? Okay, yeah, you did A, B, C, and D, but I also allowed it because
Right.
even though you were manipulating me and telling me lies and only giving me little bits and pieces along the way of what
Right.
was really the truth. And now I know the full on truth. So I'd be a damn fool if I'd be like, okay, no. So I definitely had to forgive myself for not trusting myself and for accepting the way that you were acting previously. I forgave myself for that because I definitely had to take accountability for the role that I played in
Right.
allowing it to continue and allowing him to think that that behavior was okay to treat me that way. So that wasn't all his fault. It was his fault for continuing to do it, but it was my fault for allowing it.
Right.
So I apologized to myself and I definitely forgave myself for it. And that's why I'm at that point where I'm like, it's never going to happen again. It's just
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Because then it'd all be on me at that point. It wouldn't be on him. That would totally be me at that point, knowing
Yeah.
what I know. So, but he ain't getting my forgiveness yet.
Work in progress. Work in progress.
You ain't. I know you're gonna watch this. You ain't getting there, okay? Not now. When I'm ready, but not now.
Okay,
Okay.
girl.
And be like
Okay.
that sometimes. Be like that.
Yeah, it
You're
happens in
doing
your time.
exactly. I do agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
When you're ready, girl.
I can't say I'll never forgive him, but right now, no.
Yeah, it's difficult when they're in your face. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have
Yeah.
And
the
they're
space.
seeing
That's what
those
I think.
things. Yeah, there's no space. And that's what I have to
Mhm.
learn too. Those exes that you live with, and you're like, holy crap, I can't get away from you. How the hell am I supposed to heal from something if you're
Mhm.
right here in my face? And now I already don't trust you. So I'm wondering, what the hell are you doing now? Or where are you going? That's stressful. That is
Yeah.
stressful. That is stressful. And no matter what they do, even if they are really trying, because you see them for the person that they've shown you and how they hurt you, you will never see the things that they're trying to fix within that relationship because you're still stuck
Right.
on it. You know what I'm saying? And trust me. Like I said, I'm almost 30, but I swear I felt like I lived a lifetime to know that just some things is just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
forgiveness is 1,000% worth it. 1,000%. On your time, of course. Don't be faking the
Yeah.
forgiveness.
No.
We ain't
Right.
I
faking the
can't.
True.
forgiveness.
I
That
can't.
takes too much. It takes too much.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of effort. Before I used to, but now I'm like that's a whole waste of energy. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can't fake it. There are a
Yeah.
few things I will not fake. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As you should not fake it.
Where's that? Mm-hmm. What's that? Mm-hmm.
Another podcast. Another episode, girl.
She knew where you were
What?
going.
I'm just saying, I won't fake that I like you. I won't fake that I forgive you. I won't fake an orgasm. I mean,
I'm
there are
definitely
things I
not faking
just won't
it.
fake.
What the hell? No. No, you need to do better. Do better. Yeah. Yeah, right here, not right there. Yeah, I'm not faking that. Hell no. Not
Do
happening.
better,
You
be
need to
better.
get off of me. Get off of me because it ain't working. It ain't working. Maybe another time.
Or
No.
not.
I'm not faking that. That's crazy as hell. That's one that I won't fake. I'm going to tell you that right now.
So I'm
Not happening.
saying. It takes far too much energy and frustration.
Man, I
Mm-mm.
already know you're messing up from the beginning. Nope, not happening. Gotta go. Yep. Pull up. Get out. Gotta go. Nope. Not taking that one. Nope. Not happening. You tried it. Couldn't even get a taste. Nope. 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 It's just the way your hips was moving.
You did it all
As
wrong.
I said, another podcast, another
I
day.
forgive you. I forgive you.
Right.
I forgive that. I'm sorry. You knew it. You already knew it. No. No. But I think it's so encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Like to know that you're not by yourself as far as in forgiveness or not in forgiveness. That's
Mhm.
it's it's super helpful to know that okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm not by myself. You know what I'm saying? We all have things to work on.
Yep.
And forgiveness is you're working on that every day, every day,
Yeah.
every day, every day. It never stops.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But once you master it, you're still working on forgiving it. You're still working because there's
Yeah.
gonna be other shit that's gonna come up.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, God
Hmm.
dang it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's never ending, but it's so amazing once you really truly experience forgiveness.
Yeah, I definitely think there's different levels and to
Yeah.
forgiveness itself, but also, different circumstances and how you approach it. Like, there's no cookie cutter of forgiveness. The way you
Mhm.
forgive one person isn't going to work for the next person. So
Yep.
you're going to constantly have to evolve and change how you forgive certain things and when. And there's no timeline for it either. Because, like I said, I've forgiven some people, but there are others where I'm just like, yeah, I just don't see me forgiving you right
Not
now.
ready yet. Yep.
Come check in. Never. I'll let you know. So,
If I'll let you know.
right. I mean, there'll come a point in time where I'll at least forgive them for myself, like when I'm on my deathbed at like 95 years old. But,
Girl,
It's in your
no.
will. I forgive you.
she'll be writing her letters right there.
Yeah.
95, can't barely write.
Now I'll just say them out loud, like, you know what? I forgive you. What
Yeah,
what
they
what was
say
your name for
they
whatever
say
you
when you get
did?
to a certain age, you have no filter, so that should be fun.
Right. Right.
Don't have one now. What's
Right. So
that
imagine when you're
mean?
95, you're gonna be slapping people's butt and doing all kinds of stuff.
But I do that now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So free.
So
Like
I'm
super free.
basically a 95-year-old woman, is what you're saying?
Yes. In a
I'm
30-year
pretty
something
cute.
year old body.
I'm pretty cute for my age, okay? Must
Girl.
be the
Period.
dimples.
Hey, look, they're everywhere, you know? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I definitely think everyone obviously has to work on forgiveness at some point in time. There's going to be something, whether it's not as huge a traumatic as some of us have discussed on the podcast, but you're going to have to forgive somebody at some point in time for anything.
Sure.
As minor and small as it could be, forgiveness is still a big deal because, I
Yep.
mean, like Dimple said, you have to trust that they're not going to do it again. Um, but I mean, there's different forms of forgiveness. There's accepting them back in and hoping that they don't repeat or never talking to them again, but forgiving them and moving on so that you can heal and be
Yeah.
happy. And whatever that journey looks like, it's for you. It's
Yeah.
your journey. Nobody can say, "Hey, no, you're doing that forgiveness thing wrong, Steph. Don't you write that letter in
Don't you
cursive.
do it. Right.
You should have used a
Yeah.
purple pen. Why'd
Red
you use
pen.
blue?
I
Mm-hmm.
used a
What's wrong
black
with
pen and
you?"
it was print.
It's like, like
Happyable.
everybody has their own view on what forgiveness looks like. The overall general idea is pretty much the same, but
Right.
I mean, what works for one isn't going to work for another. Like how Steph forgives isn't going to be how I forgive. I might go and curse him out and be like, you know what, I forgive you because you're a fucking asshole. And that might be my forgiveness. But
Yeah.
Typically is.
either way, you hush.
Sometimes.
You hush, okay? I mean, I know I have a lot of I coming into this podcast. I said, "Oh Lord, here we go, forgiveness." Cause I ain't forgiving nobody over here right now. I know I have growing to do, but I have grown to where at least I ain't cussing them out all the time and putting my hands on them anymore. I have grown, okay, but I
Good.
still got a lot of growing to do to heal myself, to protect my own peace, and conserve my energy. I've put a lot of energy into being upset with other people and hating what they've done, and it's gotten me nowhere.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
it's actually stopped me from allowing other people to come in to connect with me because I have too much hate and anger in my system to be able to
Mm-hmm.
allow
Not
other
even
positive
giving them a
connections in.
chance. Not even
Yeah.
giving them a chance.
So you over here, oh, what's them lies you saying? I heard it all before. No, thank you.
Hmm.
That's what I be doing. So I know I got to grow. I
Yeah,
know.
and you can't start forgiveness without acknowledgement.
Hmm.
Right.
Acknowledging what it is that needs to be forgiving. Can't start it
Yeah.
without it. You know what I'm saying? So one day at a time, 1 second at a time. Sometimes, hell, 1 minute. You
Mhm.
know, like it takes a lot. It's a
Baby
process.
step.
Mhm.
Baby step.
Or you can just jog the hell through it and expect, things to just be what it is. I tried that. It don't work.
It don't work.
I tried it. It don't work. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just kidding. But every day, accepting the fact that it may not go your way on
Right.
how you want that person to apologize.
Yeah.
And 99% of the time, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
the way that they apologize to you, you may
It's
not,
not gonna be how you want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
that was half-assed, but to them, that was a lot. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
told you way more than what
Right.
they probably would have told anybody else. So you can't
Yeah.
have an expectations on someone else's forgiveness. You
Right.
can't.
I think our
Because,
expectations definitely let us down for sure. And,
100%.
hell
I
yeah.
used to always say, like, just accept what people are able to give you. But that's not the case, because just because they're able to give you something doesn't mean they're willing. So you have to accept what someone is willing to give you and move on from that.
That also means you don't have to settle for it either. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That definitely does
Yeah.
not mean you're not excluding them from actually, like, there's some people that's going to half-ass. Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
Whatever.
dirty. That was dirty. I don't even want to take that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
But our expectations is probably too high for that
Right.
person. You know what I'm saying? That person
Exactly.
Hmm.
probably just did all that they could do, all that they thought of, and
Hmm.
just saying, I apologize. I used to be that person. I'm not apologizing to nobody. Perfect.
Right.
What I said is what you get.
Yeah.
That's not my fault. That's yours. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But I have to reevaluate myself and understand that,
Right.
no, girl, you know damn well you should have apologized. I
Hmm.
didn't want
Hmm.
to. I still did.
Right.
Sometimes it still makes me throw up. But I'm learning. So I'm learning, that it's okay to apologize because it's something that you've done.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
put yourself in their shoes. Would you
Right.
want to
And that's
be?
hard.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. I want to be in your shoes. I like shoes. They fit better. You know what I'm saying? But the moment you get uncomfortable and you put yourself in other people's shoes, you're like, dang, maybe they just gave me everything that they could give. And this is them
Right.
apologizing to me. You know what I'm saying? So whether you accept it or not, they still did it.
Right.
But you gotta acknowledge what it is that you need,
Hmm.
what you need, and that's a step to forgiveness. Forgiveness, you gotta get to a point of acceptance. Acceptance is the
Yeah.
best one. You know what I'm saying? Because at least you get an answer. It's either gonna be bad or it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, but you started the process, you've done it.
What I want to know is, why is the step between the anger and depression and acceptance so damn big? Because my little legs, okay, that's a big step.
You can't jump
Y'all
through
are
the process
asking a
now.
lot. Y'all
You can't
asking a
jump through
lot.
it. You can't jump through it. And that's where that bargaining
That's a
comes.
climb.
That's that bargaining. Well, if I do forgive them, I mean, then that's that bargaining, you know what I'm saying? But that's also that stage too, where you just like, well, let me just forgive them, and then they'll just, but will they?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go through that. We go through that.
Yep.
But
Yep.
depression and then acceptance. I don't want to be depressed.
Mhm.
I just want to accept the fact that you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can always do that. So you have to go through it by yourself and for yourself, and then go through that process with
Right.
this person that you're trying to forgive or need forgiveness from. You know what I'm saying? And it's either you're pushing to get better with this person, or you're not. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
end all of it. But forgiveness it
Yeah.
has to be there at any point. It has to be there, but it's your own pace. But
It's one of the biggest decisions that y'all gotta make
Oh,
No.
All of us. All of us.
also, we not speaking French tonight.
We.
We're not. We.
Oui,
Okay.
oui.
Okay. Well, maybe next time. Maybe next
Yeah.
time. Maybe next time.
Check
Okay.
back in later.
I'll try. I'll try.
Working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Mhm.
I think you're
Hmm.
working on it. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
worst thing to be in life is stagnant. The
Facts.
worst, the worst
That is
thing to be.
facts.
Don't just be sitting
Hmm.
up there and not growing, and now you like get looking down like, yeah. I thought I was okay. I thought I was 25, like 2 years back to back. You know what I'm saying? It's flying. Okay, so if you want to sit there and be stuck in your mess and everything like that, life is just passing you by, and
Yeah.
you it's crazy. Y'all gotta be. I am pissed off. I'm not lying because I'm just like, well, when did I turn 25? Like, and
Hmm.
why am I learning these lessons now? Why am I getting through this process? But I know at the end of the day, the next thing that I get or the next issue that I have, I'm going to be able to forgive quicker than what I did on the issue that I have now. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned and I'm
Right.
growing through the process. And hell, this process is not fun. You know what I'm saying? But
Sure ain't.
it's heavy, but it's healing. And the moment we get to that
Hmm.
healing stage and you start seeing what it truly is, baby, who got to stop us? Because, listen,
Hmm.
listen, you can hurt me all you want to, baby, but I forgive you. Ain't gonna walk off. And they gonna think I'm nuts. They gonna think I'm nuts. I'm like, I am. Because I don't know how the fuck I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
amazing. It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And that's a trait I want to pass on to my kids and their kids,
For sure.
because it's not easy. It's not easy, but I want to do the work for them and show them that it can be easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I think it's
have to do
definitely
it.
important because I know, you expressed like that you guys just didn't talk about it. You didn't talk about forgiveness. You didn't apologize for things growing up.
Yeah.
And that's how we grew up. Like
Yep.
there wasn't an accountability factor. There wasn't, if people hurt you, you just dealt with it and just kept moving and they just continued on and there was no boundaries for us growing up. So now as adults, we're trying to learn that and figure that out. And like I said, like I don't want that for my daughter. Like I will make sure
Yeah.
that she knows if somebody does you wrong, you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to have your feelings. You're allowed to be angry with that person and hurt by that person, but you also have to voice it. You don't just
Yep.
sit in it. Don't just swallow it down and carry that on to now my age, like holding on to that and still trying to figure out how you can even look at forgiving someone or even apologizing for certain things. Like I'm just like, yeah, yeah, I know, but my bad. That's just how I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can be difficult, but I think just acknowledging the fact that we have areas that we need to grow in and forgiveness is tough. It's not easy. And you may not want to do it, but like Steph, you got to get to that point where you say, you know what? It's not about you at all because you don't even know I forgave you. It's for me and me only. And I'm letting it go. And
Yep.
that's the point where I go, send me the
It feels
juju
so
because I
good.
need it.
I'm here for you.
Send it over here. Okay? Through
It's
the
You got
vibes.
it. You
amazing.
got it. You got it. You got it,
It's
girl.
amazing. It feels really good to take that step and just say, you know what? F you, it's for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I come first. I come
Yep.
first because I'm in control of how you make me feel from now on. As kids, we couldn't
Right.
do that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's true. Hmm.
We're defiant or we're being disrespectful,
Yep.
and that shit will
Mm-hmm.
piss me off. Now, when I think about it now as an adult, I'm like, the fact that I could not tell you that I was hurt, that I was
Right.
upset,
Mm-hmm.
that I was sad, that I was scared.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? These people are supposed to protect you. Shit, I didn't want to be. I was humping. I didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what you give me should be emotional support, physical support, and just the overall understanding of protection. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And for you not to give that to me, there's resentment, there's hurt, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's
Yep.
revenge eventually if it gets to that point. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? I want you to feel how the you made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. It's
But
true.
that's not right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's not right. We shouldn't do that because
Right.
what you're putting off on them, what you get when you give negativity, you're gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
It
yeah.
happens every time. It happens every time. You know what I'm saying? But if you're giving positivity, a 50% chance that they're gonna give it back to you. And then that
Right.
other 50 is like, well, they made the choice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But always going
Mhm.
into things positively and just standing your ground, saying how they made you feel, taking initiative,
Yep.
and understanding that we're adults now. And you can't
Right.
hide my voice. You can't stop me from saying how I feel respectfully, you know? And a lot of times we don't even get these feelings, because we were told that you're a kid. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
yeah, I am a kid, and I'm upset. I'm angry. Can I have that? And now we teach our children that it's okay for you to feel this way.
Right.
It's
Mhm.
okay for you to feel this way, but the moment you're in that moment, do not spill that out to anybody else because you're not getting
Mm-hmm.
anything back from that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a process for us because we're in the process of learning it, but we're also in the process of teaching it.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So the stuff that we failed at, no, baby, you can do better and you can get better results this way. You know what I'm saying? And we have boys. You know what I'm saying? So pray for me,
It's
y'all.
work.
But we have boys, and it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? And to be able for them to be black boys, you know what I'm saying, and be able to express their
Yeah.
feelings without fighting, without yelling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's so difficult for our
Right.
young black kids now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much pressure.
Mhm.
It's so
Right.
much pressure just being little black boys out there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yep.
teaching them how to control their anger and their frustrations and stuff like that, and letting them know it's okay to be this way.
Right.
But the moment you feel like you have to give that to someone else in that state, it's not okay. So show them how to reel it back and be like, you know what, it's okay for you to feel this way because that's a fucking feeling. Okay, and we all feel these
Yep.
feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for you to feel that, but it's not okay for you to give that to anybody.
Right.
And they will
Right.
learn. They will learn. Okay, my mama, you know what I'm saying? They may not, practice it all the time. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they're gonna remember.
They'll remember it for sure.
It starts from the house. We are their first teachers. We are their first teachers, and unfortunately, a lot of our parents failed us with teaching us those things that we needed in the real world to just be able
Yeah.
to communicate. You know what I'm saying? We're being taught through our job how to have control. Because when we have them customers on the phone and they talking crazy and you like, hey, I'm at work.
Mute this
Okay?
Yep.
button, you stupid.
All that. We want to say all that, but we're taught control by
Yeah.
outside forces, other things. You know what I'm saying? And by then we grown. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I want my kids to know that you can control how you feel, how someone makes you feel,
Yep.
and you're gonna make that choice, whether it's positive or negative. You made it. You know what I'm saying? But we trying to stick with the positive. I want you to be able to tell this person how they made you feel and show that you have an education. You know what I'm saying? And not just lash out and put your hands on somebody because when you get older, there's consequences, baby, and then the ones you gonna see, you ain't gonna like.
Yep.
So you might have to keep your damn hands to yourself, but
Mhm.
it's all it starts at home, it starts with us, you know what I'm saying, and it trickles on down. What do you want to be remembered by? And I want to be remembered by giving this positive energy that nobody else can touch, you know what I'm saying, and showing them that you are in control of what you give and the things that you get, how you respond to them.
Right.
For
Take
sure.
that power
You
back,
can't
baby.
control what somebody does to you, but you can control your reaction to it.
Yep, every time, every time. I didn't believe that when I was younger though. What you just got, I mean, it was you. You did this. Like, that's the
Yeah.
thing. You did this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I opened up my big old mouth, and it was really me. You know what I'm saying? And I had to deal with that. And I had to understand that
Yeah.
as you get older, what you just did, it's not gonna fly with other people because you're gonna be fighting forever. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Oh,
Where'd
we
she
lost.
go?
Oh, but you're gonna be fighting forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And It's not worth it at the end of the day. It's just not.
That's true.
Peace, love, and joy, baby.
Extremely true.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Oh, look who's coming back. Maybe.
Maybe.
Mm, they
You mess up your
trying.
camera stuff. Did she mess them up?
I don't know.
What happened?
Girl, I don't know. You a whole mess over there. You just didn't even say goodbye like a thief in the night.
Girl,
You-
I didn't leave. They kicked me.
Yo, you was like a one night stand. Like we ain't even gonna cuddle. We just
You know, I don't do
out
the
the
cuddle. I
door.
Easy.
don't do the cuddling, so you know.
That's crazy because you gonna cuddle me.
Right,
That's
Okay.
thank
what she
you.
says. That's what she
Yep.
says.
Excuse you. You're coming
You
back.
listen. I'm gonna wrap
At
my whole
least for
leg
a
and
couple
arm
hours.
around you.
Okay. Okay. Who the
I'm
big
latching
spoon?
on.
I'll be big spoon. You gotta be
I
the big
don't care.
spoon, you know?
Anytime this whole 5'3" frame will big spoon the life out of somebody if you ain't trying to spoon me. Like I'm gonna get my cuddles in one way or another,
Period.
and you're gonna have to forgive me for smothering you.
You ain't
But I
about
mean, you
to take
started
this.
it.
You ain't about
You
to take this
started
and think
it.
you're not gonna come with me.
Thank you.
At least an hour. Just an hour. Then you can leave. Like, that's not attachment. That's just I
Just
just
let
want
me
it.
fall asleep.
Get good at snoring, please. First. Dang. Dang. I don't have to see you
I,
leave.
I forgive you, Riss.
Thank you.
I forgive
Thank you.
you. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you.
So, I mean, as everybody can tell, forgiveness is in the eye of the beholder. It's really within you. It's what you see it as, what you define it as, how it works for you. And it really changes based on what a person has done and the situation and who they are to you. You know, it could be easier to forgive some and not forgive others, and it can take a very long time. But as everyone has said, there's no timeline. It's really your comfort and what's best for you. And if you decide that you never want to forgive someone, well, you holding that weight for the rest of your life. I shed my weight at some point in time, but I'm just dragging it behind me right now. That's fine. But I mean, wherever you are in the stages of forgiveness, or maybe you just haven't even been able to forgive, maybe something that we talked about here helped you guys. At some point in time, maybe jog a little something in your brain that says, you know what, all right, maybe I'm going to think about that. Or maybe you're just like, you know what, I'm never forgiving nobody. I'm sorry. We hold no disclaimers to anything, and we ain't taking accountability for your choice in that matter, because
No.
we don't want it. That's the bad juju vibes. I'm good, but hopefully, I'm working on it with everybody. We're all still working on different stages of forgiveness, but it's never ending. But hopefully, you guys get to that point too, where there's somebody you might need to forgive, whether they're here or they're not here. You can still forgive them. Um, it's really up to you guys, but protecting your peace is what it really boils down to. So that's my last words of wisdom for the night. I don't know if you guys want to add something in.
I'll just
You
say this
hush, Riz.
one thing. Just this one thing. If you didn't learn anything today, at least know that you deserve forgiveness. That you deserve it. You deserve that piece of forgiveness. It's
Yes, you
amazing.
do.
It's deserved. Whether you feel like you deserve it or not, you deserve it. You really do. But that's my last little piece.
Know your worth is what she
Period.
just said, okay? Know your worth.
Period.
Don't let nobody else hold your value in their hands. Take it for yourself and know your worth. I know I'm worth it. I'm just not ready to give it to myself yet. That's like that really like expensive gift that you just see sitting over there. You put it in the cart and you just leave it sitting there for a long time. That's my
Girl,
forgiveness
you
right
a
now.
window shopper. He was window
But
shopping for forgiveness.
Yep.
yes, eventually you're gonna have to either take it out the cart or you're gonna have to submit and pay for it. So either
Mhm.
way, you can't let it linger in the cart forever. But I mean, mine's sitting in there right now, so I'm with y'all. Maybe we'll hit submit for each other one day. I know. But hopefully you guys got something out of this, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. Forgive us, okay? We're only human.
Mhm.
But until next time, just be kind to yourself mostly, but spread love. And just remember, it's all a bunch of BS.
Bye.
Stop recording. Oh, oh
Never.
my
I'll never
God.
stop recording.
I know. I
Great
know.
lessons, great lessons. To be able to hear it from other perspectives is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Usually I'm talking about it and I'm essentially educating about it, but I'm living
Yeah.
through it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
although you see those comments where people are going through it too, you never really know if you're really impacting people.
Yeah.
Um, that's a scary part because
You are.
I appreciate it. It's difficult sometimes, you know, because you don't want to be that person where you're giving hard advice. You know what I'm saying? Like people is going through, but they're not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my topics
Mm.
are like that, where people are not ready for them. They're not ready to talk about them. They're not ready to do the steps to take to get through it. You know what I'm saying? And it's scary for me as a person who's trying to work through it myself because you're not seeing other people doing
Mhm.
it or they're not trusting the process. That's scary, you know. But to know that Looney is actually going through the process and she's doing it her way, and that's amazing, dude. Like I I knew what you said you were gonna do, but people tell me a lot of things. I'm not calling you a liar, like not even close. You know
I
what I'm
legit did it.
saying? But
I've
actually
got
doing
my
it and
whole thing. I did it. That was the letter. That was the letter to the other person. And the letter to myself was a little shorter, but I did
that's
it.
good. That's good. I forgive myself every day. I talk to myself in my phone every day, and I hope that if I die, that someone reads them and see that I was just trying. You know what I'm saying? I was
Mm.
trying, and I was continuing to just be a better me for those around me, and for more myself. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So growth is amazing, and I appreciate you guys for allowing me to just be here and just have those positive energy vibes around me, you know? Especially before I go to bed.